So this is on page 44. So you've got a 5-sided and a 4-sided die being tossed in a game. By the way, this could be a die and a coin, a die and a spinner. It could be a coin and a spinner. It doesn't matter. Two things are happening at the same time, so to speak, right? So if it's a 5 and a 4-sided, we already know that outcomes, okay? Without even drawing up, we have 5 options times 4 options, right? So 5 times 4 would be 20 outcomes expected, okay? 20 possibilities of this, what could happen, okay? The first one could land on a 1, the second one on a 5. It could be 2, 3, 4, 1. So all those combinations, remember this, you may need this in secondary, I don't know, but probability does tend to show up. So, right, this is just how you would do it. You would know right away it's 20 outcomes. What does it ask you to do? Create an outcome table showing all possible outcomes. You know what you can put down here is combinations. If I ask you for combinations, I want you to actually write like what does each die land on. So the first one here would be 1, 1, right? This one lands on 1, this one on 1. And then I kind of stick with this. I stick with this row, so I go 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5. Okay? So far, 5 outcomes. Okay? Then I go 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5. I'm not putting down the sums, because if I ask you what's the sum, just fill in the sum, then you would just add it up and put down what the addition would be. Okay? In this case, I ask you for the outcomes. I'm going to go a little faster here and fill in the rest. I usually give you a little bit of a grid, so you just have to fill in. This is on page 44 in case you're just joining us. Okay, so there you go. And if you count it, right, you would get your 20 outcomes. So that is something worth noting. 20 outcomes or combinations. And now I can ask you a whole bunch of questions. Now we've it's not no longer a bag with a bunch of marbles in it. It's almost like 2 bags at the same time, or 2 die, or two things are happening at the same time. Okay. So, what if I asked you, state the probability, so after marking the quiz, some of you mixed up probability and odds, right? So you got to read carefully. Probability of rolling doubles. Okay, let's figure that out first. So rolling doubles, for me, I'm going to highlight that, so whatever color you choose. And your doubles are right here, 1 and 1, 2 and 2. Oh, I made a mistake. Did you see that? 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 3, 5. My bad. You will see like a diagonal pattern here going this way. Or it could go the other way. You'll see that there's a pattern. Okay? So these are my doubles. So we know that 1, 2, 3, 4 outcomes are favorable to doubles. So probability of doubles would be 4 out of, I think I've mentioned it a couple times already, 20 different outcomes. Okay? So it'll be 4 out of 20. And that's it. Sorry, you can't see that. Now you can. That would be my, I'm just going to leave it like that. I know it's 1 over 5, right? 4 goes into both of them. But we'll just leave it like that. And then it says odds against this happening. Yeah, I'm going to use my answer. You're literally going, in this case, I'm going from probability to odds. All right, guys? So, first of all, if it says against, this word against, that means that doubles will go on this side, And this would be therefore anything that is not doubles. That's what against means. Okay. And the first one I focus on is the doubles, because that's easy to figure out. It's 4. Okay, so that's like my first number that I write down. And on the other side, a lot of you are tempted to just put down 20 and just leave it like that. But that is, remember, if you add up 20 and 4, you get 24. Do you see 24 anywhere? You don't. Okay, so maybe I'll use a red pen on this one to drive this point home. Okay, so you get 16. 16 to 4 are the odds against rolling doubles. Right. Could you answer C and D based on what I just done? Let's give it a try. Let's give it a minute or two. Can you answer C and D based on our outcome table? Okay, give it a try. State the probability of rolling a sum of exactly 4. Okay, so let's go figure that out first. It's a probability. So where is our sum of 4? I'm going to give it a color. I'm going to give it a pink color. And you have to kind of figure out, like 3 and 1 adds up to 4. And there's a pattern, like if you go 2 and 2 and 1 and 3, like these 3 combinations gives you a sum of 4. You can try all the other ones, it's just not going to work. Okay, so we have, this is our sum of 4. And I'll make sure I write that down. Sum of 4. So exactly 4. So we go in and figure out probability. I go S4. Okay, and you have 3 out of 20 instances where that happens. What are the odds of rolling a sum of 4? Right, that would be 3 to 20 minus 3, because it's odds of, or odds in favor of rolling a 4. Sum of 4, I have to say. And that'd be 17 like this. Okay? So that is those are the odds of that happening. Next, which is the most common sum? What is the probability of this happening? I have a different color. I'm going to go orange. The most common is the one that appears most often. So here I have to think a little bit. So I'll go up here. And your sums check this way always, the sum. Okay. So I have, this adds up to 6 here. I've got 4 of them. This adds up to 5. I've got 4 of them. This adds up to 7. I've got 3 of them. So technically, we have 2 sums, right? Am I doing something wrong here? This is 6. There are 2 different ones, yeah? Okay, I didn't think this one through, but it could happen. Okay. In this case, it's definitely the case. So we've got, I'll just circle this with orange and call this sum of 6. And I'm running out of colors here, but I still have one more. So this is my sum of 6. This is sum of 5. S5, S6. It's almost like a car brand, right? Or like a model. Okay, so in this case, the sum of 5 and 6 are the most common. Okay, so they're both the same. Probability of sum of 5 is going to be something out of 20, and I've got 4 instances where that happens. Okay, probability sum of 6, I also have 4 out of 20 instances where that happens. So the same probability. It's the same as probability of rolling doubles. Okay. Did I do on the lesson? I didn't look through the whole thing. Did I do some like a sum greater than or less than? Did I do any of that? Anybody? If you watched it, no.
I combined my answer for like 8/20 to 5.
Okay, so that would be having a sum. If that would be the answer to getting a sum of 5 or 6, that would be 8 out of 20. But, so as long as you know that they're separate, if I asked you individually, sum of 5 is this, sum of 6 is that. Or if I said one or the other, then it would be 8 out of 20. Okay, I think, let me just check one more page. There's more. But I think I'm going to leave it there because if you know how to do this outcome table and read it and answer based on that, you're fine. Okay? So I will just leave it like that. This is kind of like a item of interest, like an extra just in case.